I've been living in Indonesia for over 10 years, and I don't live on Bali in Jakarta, where are a huge number of visitors, but in small town, provincial town, Singkawang. During my stay in Indonesia, I visited, I think, all major islands in Indonesia. I communicated with and worked together with just ordinary people, like workshop workers, farmers, and so on. And for many people, it seems like a unique experience, and that's why I'm very often asked, because I'm doing vanilla business, why vanilla from Indonesia is of pure quality, and why Indonesians don't strive to sell better better quality product at higher prices, why they always agree for lower prices without concerning to improve the quality. And also another one question were farmers who grow seemingly very expensive products are so poor. In this video, I will try to give you these answers, at least as I understand the situation from my contacts with farmers and what I saw on the field. First of all, you need to understand that in Madagascar, the cultivation of vanilla is a matter of national importance, as probably for Indonesia palm oil, or for example for Russia gas and oil. Accordingly, this business is very tightly regulated by special government organizations. They regulate these prices of green vanilla and set minimum export price for dry vanilla beans. And exporters, Madagascar exporters, just forbidden to sell vanilla at lower prices than it was set by government. And so because of the purchase prices for green vanilla are the same everywhere, and there is no temptation, to cheat. No one will buy unripe vanilla at lower price because they simply cannot. And also, mature vanilla is not that easy to spoil during the drying process. Of course, it's possible, but much harder. The set lower limit for export prices make it impossible, let's say almost, to trade a low quality product, because no one will buy a bad product at a high price. And all this whole situation develops in a favor of high quality product and the good name of Madagascar. In Indonesia, the situation is quite the opposite. The vanilla market is completely wild. And since vanilla is still a very expensive commodity, this business attracts all kind of, let's say, dark and dishonest personalities, including the mafia. Because for this, it's very important to have operational money, operational funds, and of course, mafia never had a problem with this matter. And all these things, create a very sad situation for vanilla farmers. Let's start with the fact that in Indonesia, it's almost impossible for ordinary people, not civil servants, not government employees, to take a loan. You need to have something for collateral. Mortgages, as such, are not here either. So, for example, in order to obtain a loan for purchase some real estate, you must already have something to mortgage to the bank. So, for many people, it's just a situation without solution. And also, if we look at some remote areas like province Maluku or Nusa Tenggara, there are people very often growing their crops on the land that formerly doesn't belong to them. Farmers don't have any certificate or documents that proves this land belongs to them. So they cannot use this land for mortgage, and as the result, they cannot get any loan. And they cannot develop their business. What else? It's in remote area, especially for poor people, it's very hard to arrange this documents for land they have, because even it's kind of free of charges, but it still requires some knowledge that farmers might not have, and usually don't have. Another obstacle is money, because even it's free, you still have to spend some money on trips to the administration center. Sometimes it might be quite far, and so on. So accordingly, this is, for my opinion, the main obstacle of developing farms, in Indonesia. So as a result, peasants, as a rule, have nothing but hands and some primitive equipment. They don't have phones, even more so internet to look for buyers. They have no transport to deliver their crops to nearest transport company. They have nothing at all. Therefore, farmers are completely dependent on so-called harvest collectors. People who go around farms and buy crops, including vanilla. They know that apart from them, and maybe their competitors, if any, no one will buy the crop from the farmer. And they dictate their own conditions, and the very low prices is one of them. And due to the fact the harvesters spend money on the road, on the trip to the farm, sometimes the road takes several days of road, including mountain passes, crossing rivers. Of course, this harvester wants to use the trip as efficiently as possible and collect everything that has any commercial price, value, and collecting, for example, if we're talking about vanilla, they're collecting all beans they can find on the farm. They don't care about how ripe those beans. For them, it's important to take as many as possible, and later they will resell it. Uh, yeah, and here this circle starts. When they collecting all beans, of course they don't wait until all beans are ripe. Later, from this beans harvested young, there is no good dry beans because whatever you do in young beans, there is nothing but only water. So there is nothing like from vanillin and other aromatic components can develop from. Moreover, a way of out of this situation actually not so easy to find. As a rule, plantations or farms are small and produce a small amount of beans. In addition, vanilla beans don't all ripen in the same time. So if you will pick only ripe beans, the amount of beans will be even smaller, and this amount will not worth expenses for the road to the farm. For the farmers, finally, yeah, in the end of the day, it's more how to say, it's easier, yeah, it's easier, and sometimes there is only way to sell all vanilla beans to this harvester collectors at lower price. Then they, for example, are willing to sell better product and wait and keep beans on veins till they ripe, because in this case they have a risk to lose their crops at all, because once bean is ripened, they split and losing any all commercial value. So vicious circle. Especially, as I said, this situation is developing on remote islands of Maluku and Nusa Tenggara Timur provinces in Indonesia. Our company, partly by accident, but this another story, managed to find a way to harvest ripe vanilla even on those remote areas. We have now a field manager who lives there and who interacts with the local farmers. He arranged with farmers to leave beans on veins until they're ripe, under his promise to buy all ripe beans. And people slowly but agree to work with him, with us, actually, and keeps beans on veins and collect already ripe ones. But still, our person, or that manager, wants beans already picked up. He selects again out of beans ripe ones, good ones. He ships to our drying facilities, and the green ones that haven't passed the quality control, he sells to those crops collectors at some price. Actually, we don't interrupt them with this. And all this scheme works actually. Only it requires constant availability of operating cash, because in other hand, we cannot keep our promises to buy vanilla beans, and yeah, we might put at risk those farmers who trusted us. So yeah, the main focus now in this, very unstable times, to keep sales and provide cash operation funds to work with farmers. Meantime,